Hello everybody, welcome to my weekly news show. I'm Prince Philly, and today I got two stories for you. It's actually kind of like 2.5 stories. I don't know, 2 of my stories are like combined, and then one of them is like a report of an old story. I don't know, it's a mess, but let's get into it. So, this first story is an update of an old story I didn't cover because I didn't know it was going on, or possibly because it was like during that time I wasn't covering news. But anyway, in late September, 5 black Air Force preparatory school cadets found racist messages written on their doors. It was stuff like "go home" N-words, hard R included, and it was addressed in a really nice manner. Okay, so this title is crazy. Superintendent Lieutenant General J. Silveria gave a speech regarding the messages and said really good things. He was like, if you can't treat someone with dignity, then get out. And that's not the only "if then you get out" he gave. He gave a bunch of them. Like I said, it was a pretty good speech. He even got recognition from people like Joe Biden and John McCain, and the speech went viral. It got like 1.2 million views on YouTube, so it was a pretty nicely handled situation. That was until Tuesday when the school revealed that one of the students who received the message was the ones writing the messages. Yeah, it's upsetting. Apparently he wrote them to like avoid getting in trouble, but I'm just like, how does that like necessarily cover for you? I don't feel like that's really a good idea. And even the news report I read they seemed to be a little baffled by it. So I don't know. But this story, like I said, it's like mixed with another one that I have, kind of matches up with another story that happened recently. On Monday it was revealed that excuse me, his name is kind of like Dontarius Williams wrote things like "die N-word" or "hate your own kind" on his car, and it was revealed that, like I said, it was him writing his own stuff and then claiming that it was someone else, and he got in trouble for it, which he didn't get much trouble. He kind of got off for it, and I guess the difference between the two, if you ask me, is it's like with Mr. Williams, it was a prank that went bad, versus with the cadet, it was covering his own back, and that's where I kind of have a problem with it. Now, for Williams, there is a Kansas State University, I think that's the school he goes to, or something. It was like he goes to it but doesn't go to it, whatever. There was a black student union there who wants him to get in more trouble for it. You know, although he was reportedly genuinely remorseful and expressed sincere regret, they don't think that's good enough. And I kind of agree with them, honestly, to an extent. I'm looking at it this way. One is a joke that went bad, versus the other one is selling out his own kind to cover his back. I'm kind of more willing to let Dontarius get away with it. When I say get away with it, I mean just get off, you know? I'm sure he's learned his lesson, versus the cadet who's been kicked out of the school. You know, that's I guess deserving enough, you know, he got what he deserved. This is also something that makes me think, well, something that I've seen in, you know, a lot of hate crimes that have been reported, that they're false. I've seen gay people do it, I've seen Muslim people do it, I've seen women falsely accuse people of rape, which I'm not saying that all of them do it. I'm not saying all gay people falsely accuse people of homophobia, or all Muslim people falsely accuse people of harassment, or that all rape victims falsely accuse the rapist of rape. I'm not saying that. But when you falsely accuse people like that, that makes it harder to believe the ones that are actually victims. You know, I take just about everything with a grain of salt, and when you do this, that's what creates more people doing that, and more people not wanting to believe the people who are actually victims of this. And I'm just like, honestly, it's like, how dare you? You know, how dare you, one, sell out your own kind, me being gay, sell out your own kind, me being black. How dare you do things like that and make it harder for the ones who are actual victims? You I've seen this on, like, when I watch judge shows, like Judge Judy. She calls out women who misuse the legal system to get back at their husbands and stuff. It's just, like, it's just wrong. And my second story, slash kind of third story, I really don't know how to number these, is about Louis C.K. and his issue. So Louis C.K. is now among the growing list of Hollywood men who have been accused of sexual deviance with lots of women. He joins Kevin Spacey, Brett Ratner, Jeremy Piven, and a man whose list is still growing to this day, Harvey Weinstein. Apparently Louis C.K. likes to tug it in front of women. But at least he asks first, he's nice enough to ask permission to do it. I feel like that kind of sets him apart from the others, whereas the others are abusing and flat out raping women. It kind of... God, this is really weird. But it kind of lessens the blow from him. Oh, God. But it kind of makes it not as bad on his part. The others are doing actual crimes. He's at least asking first. And despite him having a wife and kids, it's just kind of slimy that he's doing it. It's just kind of wrong. It's wrong versus it's illegal. And, I can go ahead and agree that it's not right. It's gross. But, there's even, like I said, he's asking, it's not really deviance, it's just kind of something, it's just not right. There's one where the woman says, like, he's doing it over the phone, and I kind of have that one's kind of harder to take. Oh my god, I got the puns. But that one's kind of harder to take seriously, because it's like, if you look at it this way, it's on the phone, you can't see it, so you don't know it's happening. You don't know for sure it's happening. Someone could just be in the background, like, clapping or something. So hers is kind of hard to take seriously. But the other woman who says he's done it, or he's asked to do it, and never did it, it's just kind of like, So that kind of puts forth what's his next move, whereas Kevin Spacey's being investigated by the police. Harvey Weinstein has been called for his indictment, but then apparently the indictment's not going through, and it's just, again, it's a mess. He just now has a reputation for it. He's made jokes in his whole career about, jacking it, and now it's like, what do you do about it? You play with it? Oh my, do you go forth with it, or do you just bury it behind his talent? He's a very talented comedian, he's a very funny guy, so I'm pretty sure he can just kind of bury it in the back. But if he wants to wear it on his shoulder like a comedian would do, it's up to him. And then I do have a third thing I want to talk about. I wanted to make a full separate video about it, but because my camera started acting crazy, I couldn't. This is going to be kind of a response to a YouTuber who made a video about the Harvey Weinstein issue and the whole culture of, sleeping with people for better roles in movies. Theryn Meyer, she made a video, like a rant video, about how, women in the past have, traded sex for better opportunities in acting, which is a thing. That's kind of a Hollywood rumor. That's just kind of like a known thing that's been going on since Hollywood has been a thing. And when I look at it, she was talking about, like, you can't really put the blame on the kids, because there are kids in the situation, so, the kids are excluded, but then you come to the other people who kind of went along with it, they're actual victims. But then there's people like Lucille Ball and Drew Barrymore, who both either had, because Lucille Ball has passed on, or have production companies. It's like, why didn't they say something? For fear of not getting a job? It's their production company. No one's gonna say, like, you can't fire Lucille Ball because she is the boss. And the same goes for Drew Barrymore. And then you look at other women who have accused Harvey Weinstein, like Angelina Jolie and Kate Beckinsale. You look at them, they are big names in Hollywood. If they came out and said this, with Kate Beckinsale, this was like almost 30 years ago when she was approaching Lyon, and it's like, why didn't you say something? You're Kate Beckinsale, or you're Angelina Jolie, who's not going to hire you because you revealed that Harvey Weinstein is a scumbag. And it just really makes me wonder what made them wait so long. You know, even Lucille Ball and Drew Barrymore could have said to the women who were being approached like this, come to me, I'm not going to do that to you, I'm not going to harass you or make you trade sex for better parts in movies, you know. And it just really makes me wonder what's going on, you know. Whereas there, and she said things like trading your morality for a better job, you know, you have to choose which one, and these women were choosing better jobs and therefore made it worse. That is true. And then, like I said, there's the women who are like in the position to expose that and end it, who didn't do it. And that's just, I don't know, that's just weird to me. That's just something that I'm thinking of. I don't know. So that's really it for today. I don't know if you guys can see, I don't know if you can see it from my mirror from here, but on my mirror I actually do have some stuff written, because there's another video I'm planning on shooting right after this one, where it would be my third story because it's a pretty big thing, but it's kind of just commentary. You know, these other ones, it's me reporting and then I kind of give like a little bit of commentary. That one is full-on commentary, so I don't know, stay tuned for that. And I want to thank you guys for watching. Before I get into that, I want to show my book. If you guys want to support me, buy my book on Amazon or subscribe to my channel. I'm also curious to see what you guys have to say in the comments. Please like and share, and have a good day. Thanks.